Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I know I'm probably in a minority here, but I am so digging this cooler weather and the earlier darkness. Are there any other fall and winter lovers out there that are with me? I'll tell you now, this is probably the saddest OMG fact I've seen this year. The average person who uses a computer spends more time touching their keyboards than their spouse or their partner. It's pretty sad. But now, I guess we need to get into the news. So, shall we? The Annapolis police are investigating an early morning shooting in the 1400 block of Tyler Avenue. Officers were dispatched at about 12:51 a.m. yesterday and found a victim with a gunshot wound to an extremity. Annapolis Fire Department medics took the person to a local hospital. And after a brief foot pursuit, police did detain one suspect and recovered a backpack containing firearms. No additional suspect details were released. We checked up on gun-related violence this year, and actually it's very concerning. Year-to-date 2025, homicides are up 33% in the city. Non-fatal contact shootings are up 44%, and that's a fancy way of saying someone got shot. And confirmed shots fired, which is a fancy way of saying somebody was fired at, have increased by roughly 27.8%. And those numbers are current year-to-date versus the entire year of last year. So crime is on the rise, and we'll have to see how the year ends out in another couple months. If you're looking to support public safety and have a little fun doing it, I've got a solution for you. The Annapolis Police Foundation is going to be hosting Bags, Bingo, and Bourbon on Friday, October 24th at the Pip Moyer Rec Center here in Annapolis. The doors do open at 5 o'clock. The first bingo game starts at 6:30, and each $40 ticket does include a spaghetti dinner and dessert, meaning that you can say you had your balanced meal all while shouting bingo. You can expect raffles, pull tabs, basket, and silent auctions, and prizes from designer purses to bottles of bourbon. Advance tickets are available online by PayPal or credit card. If the event does not sell out, they will take cash at the door. Proceeds do benefit the Foundation's community programs and public safety initiatives. You can get more details and, more importantly, you can get tickets at AnnapolisPoliceFoundation.org. The Inter-West Street Association has rolled out a full slate of downtown events for fall and winter, and I do mean full, and that's usually on the first block of West Street near Church Circle. Now, the First Sunday Arts Festival will become a holiday market on November 2nd. The Annapolis Scarecrow Stroll returns on Saturday, October 25th through Sunday the 2nd of November. Halloween flair arrives with the Masquerade Ball featuring drag bingo, dining, and a costume contest. That's on Saturday the 25th. Local flavors will take over on Sunday, November 9th for a taste of fall on West Street with tastings from 7 restaurants, a welcome cocktail or mocktail, and live jazz and dancing. The Great Annapolis Gingerbread House Contest is set for November 22nd through December 19th. December 7th brings the Annapolis Chocolate Binge Festival back. Midnight Madness Holiday Artisan Markets light up the skies on Thursdays, December 11th and 18th with art, music, food, and cocktails. I'll tell you, and that's just the start. We do have all of the details on eyeonannapolis.net. Well, I think Annapolis mayoral candidate Jared Lippman started something 2 years ago when he started to run for mayor of Annapolis so far in advance. Delegate Dylan Behler has officially filed to run for a full term in the Maryland House of Delegates, District 30A. Behler was appointed earlier this year after Senator Shanika Henson moved into the Senate seat previously held by Sarah Elfreth, who is now in Congress. Announcing his bid, Behler said he is in public service because he believes government can be a force for good, pointing to his own experience with Medicaid, Pell Grants, and public education. He's centering his platform on reducing the cost of living, expanding access to affordable child care and health care, protecting communities from climate change, and cutting bureaucratic red tape that keeps Marylanders from starting a business or accessing services. And on the county level, community advocate Joe Toolan has entered the race for Anne Arundel County Council District 6, emphasizing environmental stewardship, affordability, and inclusive growth. A county schools graduate and University of Maryland alum, Toolan helped craft the Anne Arundel County Public Schools 24 to 29 strategic plan, built partnerships at the Chesapeake Bay Trust to expand the Chesapeake Conservation and Climate Corps, and now serves as a Justice and Equity Fund Director at an environmental nonprofit, overseeing nearly $100 million in grants tied to climate action, clean energy, and conservation. He was the first chair of the Maryland Commission on LGBTQIA+ affairs, led Annapolis Pride on voter education and partnerships. Toolan says he will push to expand affordable housing and reduce household costs, support teachers and school infrastructure, advance nature-based solutions and add green space, promote community-based public safety, and maintain fiscal transparency while planning for long-term resilience. This weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, and I think we're going to be speaking with Sophia Hardesty from Naptown Sings and Dances. That should drop at noon on Saturday once I get that all edited up. And by now, you do know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about our daily news recap email. It is free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m., and it is going to keep you up to speed on all of the top local news stories of the day. Plus, it's paywall free, and I'm putting a link right here in the show notes for you. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. We also need to thank our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, and Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. So now you just need to hang tight. We have your Eye on Annapolis local weather coming up with George Young, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is back. Can she keep her Annapolis After Dark segment under 5 minutes 2 weeks in a row? I don't know. All that's coming up in just a bit, so stick around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Wednesday, October 15th. Yesterday was a step in the right direction weather-wise for the Annapolis region, and today should be even better as we hit the halfway point in the month of October, and the rest of the week and weekend looks great as well, with a chance of showers not returning until the PM and overnight hours Sunday. Look for sunny skies today with highs in the low 70s or so, with winds maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour at times, with chilly AM temperatures tomorrow in the upper 30s to maybe mid-40s across the region, ahead of highs in the mid-60s with breezy north winds at times. From there, Friday will bring more of the same, with 40s in the morning and mid or upper 60s in the PM hours, with the weekend then looking mostly sunny and warmer, with highs around 70 degrees Saturday and maybe mid-70s or so Sunday, as clouds increase in the PM hours and a few rain showers return later in the day to close out the weekend. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, October 15th through Sunday, October 19th. Find the full daily Annapolis music schedule on the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also all three websites. We update with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. Music for today, Wednesday, start with Happy Hour with Johnny Paulus at Middleton Tavern. Steve McCoy of Sparks and McCoy will be solo down at Pirates Cove in Galesville. Rich Mascari will be at Galliano's up in Wall Chapel in the Gambrels, Crofton area. Anthony Broccolina will be at San Andreas on West Street for the late night shift, playing until midnight. Thursday, get to the point for Brian Ewald. Fred and Wilma, which is Joey Fitz, and Elizabeth from Red Betty and the Ruckus will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. SVV Duo, which is Victoria and Stephen Van Franken, will be at Annapolis Market House. And over on the shore, Michael Waysky will be at Uno Mas in Centerville. And under my other things to do listed at the bottom of each day, Dockside Music Bingo returns to Waterman's Tavern in Edgewater. That's always a good time. And also up in Severna Park, Bob Quinlan will be hosting open mic night at Copper Creek Pub. Weekend music, Friday start with Happy Hour with Dana B at Blackwell Hitch. Also on Friday, Alex G. Lee and Brandon Freelump will be at Annapolis Market House. Over in Edgewater, Tim Atkinson will be playing at 100 Lots. And just down the road, the Devaney brothers return to the Green Turtle in Edgewater, which is Petey and Danny of Higher Education. Meg Murray and Angie Miller are back at Killarney House in Davidsonville, also just down the road. And if you plan to venture down Muddy Creek Road, Chris Button will be at Santa Joe's Riverside in Galesville. Also Friday night, Crispy and Cortese will be at Gina's Cantina in Millersville. Jeff Mueller and friends return to 49 West Friday night, presenting Stax and the Soul Revolution. Also in downtown Annapolis, Sidewalk Soul returns to Middleton Tavern. And just across Market Space, DJ Brandon of Be Real Entertainment will be at O'Brien's. Over on the shore, Michael Waskey will be at Bridges. Saturday, special guest will be at 100 Lots in Edgewater. Fred and Wilma, which is Joey Fitz and Elizabeth from Red Betty and the Ruckus, will be at Santa Joe's Riverside down in Galesville. Up in the Crofton Gambrels area, D-Vibe and Conga will be at Malloy's. And just across the street, Brent Austin Dunn will be at the Farmhouse in Gambrels. Coming back this way, Beatless with Scott Voorhees will be at Ram's Head Roadhouse in Crofton. Here's a cool one in Annapolis. Kevin Pollak will be solo at La Sierra on Riva Road. In downtown Annapolis, Shane Tripp will be playing with Dean Rosenthal at 49 West. Up in Edina, Miggs will be at the Rumor Reel. And over on the shore, Sparks and McCoy will be rocking Ram's Head Shore House. Sunday Fun Day, Michael Waskey will be at Great Frogs Winery down off of Forest Drive. Troll Tribe Duo will be at Annapolis Market House. Special guest will be up at Chesapeake in the Crofton Gambrels area. And Richard Hayward will be down at San Andreas Riverside. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for Annapolis and Anne Arundel County on the Annapolis Music Facebook pages and group and all three websites, AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. I'll see you out there.
Fish for a day, party for a night, all for a great cause. Don't miss Fish for a Cure's 19th annual fishing tournament and shore party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Register to fish and raise funds for the Cancer Survivorship Program at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. All funds raised directly benefit cancer patients and their families. Register your boat or get your shore party ticket for fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at @IOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.